This video is sponsored by Eniba.com, a fairly new online marketplace where you can get game keys and gift cards for PC, Xbox, PSN, Nintendo and much more. Check out the fantastic weekly deals with up to 70% off. Use the code Ikari during the registration to get another 3% off of every purchase and have a fun time gaming.
Okay people, are you ready for some extreme violence? There is a mod so brutal and violent I can't even show you right away. You need to be prepared. So first, look at this calming intro.
First of all, we have some more fix and performance mods to check out. NPC AI Lag Fix 1.2 for example. This is a script extender plugin which fixes an AI processing bug. Basically, whenever you use the wait or sleep function for a longer period of time, the NPC's behavior won't update properly. The NPCs remain where they were instead of spawning where they should actually be at this time according to their daily schedule, and then start walking to that location. I never thought much of this and considered this to be normal, but yes, it's actually caused by an engine limitation. So this mod here resets the AI of the NPCs to fix this and prevent them from lagging that way. As a matter of fact, that has been reported to also fix other AI-related problems in heavily modded games. Like for example when a follower gets downed in combat and refuses to get up again. So it's actually a very useful mod. And the performance mod is Fps Mega Boost. This mod promises, you guessed it, to give you a big chunk of those juicy FPS. The techniques to achieve this are rather simple. This mod will disable many effects, so if you use it together with a performance-heavy ENB, it will optimize the ENB files and behavior in terms of performance. So in other words, this mod is made specifically for low-end PCs. If you got a beefy rig, you won't need this, obviously. This is purely for people who have potato PCs, but still want to enjoy Skyrim with thousands of mods and ENB. This mod will allow those people to run the game on higher settings and make it look way better, but without sacrificing too much performance and turning the game into a slideshow. But okay, next we have some more practical fixes everybody will profit of. Unequip Quiver, a very simple one. It's basically just automatically unequips the quiver or bolts whenever you equip your bow or crossbow, or whenever you switch to a melee weapon or spells, to save the trouble and time of unequipping the ammo manually every damn time. It's really about time we got something like this. But this mod also has another feature. It automatically equips ammo whenever you go back to bow or crossbow. Yes, this happens in the vanilla game too, but here you can edit an ini file to decide what kind of ammo will be equipped, alongside some other settings. For example, if you want the strongest arrows in your inventory to be equipped by default, so it's also quite an improvement. And one more kind of a fix mod, dynamic sun shadows. This improves the shadows cast by the sun on extreme settings. Because apparently the shadows from the sun are only being cast properly between 10 and 1600 in the vanilla game. I really had a hard time believing that, because there were always shadows, right? But after installing this and tweaking around the shadow settings of the ENB a bit, yes, it does indeed make quite a difference. The shadows do look way more detailed and also, yes, more dynamic, I'll admit it. Sure, this is not the kind of fix that will give you more FPS or better performance, but the visual effect of this is of course Grande Maximus. It's Spanish and means let's move on to the next mod. But wait, I know what you are thinking. Where the hell is this super duper violent mod? Well okay, calm down. This mod is really very brutal, so to mentally prepare you for it, I shall show you this. We had 3D mountain flowers in episode 111, and 3D snowberries in episode 110. So now prepare yourselves for even more 3-dimensional glory. 3D Junipers, or Junipers, or Junipers, however you want to pronounce this plant. A plant that is now so majestically 3-dimensional, with berries and everything. Looking so tasty, it just makes you want to lick the screen. What? It doesn't? Well, how about if I apply the retexture by Mary? How about now? That changes everything. Just look at this subtle realistic coloring, the tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god, it even has reflections. Also, I thought it was just a retexture mod, but it actually also completely changes the model. Now the trees are much smaller and kinda compact. Looks interesting. And now, you all have been waiting patiently, and that patience shall be rewarded.
With maximum carnage! Unleash the ultimate brutality. Do not just fight your enemies, approach them and shazing! Cut them in half. Or blang! Smash their fucking heads in! Brutal! With this mod you will be able to cut, smash, burn, electrocute, freeze, shatter to pieces. In other words, simply destroy your enemy in a very violent way.
The burn, freeze and electrocute executions can be done with spells, but also with enchanted weapons. Those 3 effect type finishers can have delays in games with lots of heavy script mods, it seems. Sometimes it took several seconds after the enemy died till I actually saw the effect. But my game is a mess anyway, after trying out millions of mods and all that. Believe it or not, still running the same save file since day one. And the non-magical death effects were all without delay or problems. Not all creatures are supported yet, since obviously all those death effects have to be applied to every creature individually, and it is a lot of work creating those custom models and everything. This is still a work in progress mod, but some creatures actually have different death states already. For example, the Falmers can be cut in half. You can split their heads open with a sword, or smash their heads with a mace. So this is basically the same type of action we have in Fallout games. Kinda. And honestly, yes, it is a hell lot of fun. Did I promise too much? But okay, we need to calm down a bit again. There is some talking to be done. A new custom voiced follower called LoonaShadow. She hangs out in Helga's bunkhouse in Riften.
I come from Morrowind.
You're wrong. Sibby and I are in
My father moved us there after he sold the farm back in Cyrodiil.
She is supposed to be a descendant of the hero of Kvach, who in this case was a Dunmer. I mean, I usually play Nords, but by canon he was actually supposed to be an Imperial.
Whatever. Not like I have anything better to do.
I believe the way she behaves is something called tsundere. It's not like I want to follow you or anything, baka! But seriously now, she does not talk that much, but has some extra dialogue options.
Yes? What is it?
At least this is what I thought. I thought there she would tell us something about her gear, kinda like Hoth did. So yeah, not a very talkative custom voiced follower. I mean, she has some location comments and also does some very manly sounding grunts in combat.
Yeah!
Well, she also mentioned waiting for her friend, and the mod page actually tells that this mod is actually just a teaser for an upcoming follower mod, where Luna and her friend Elijah will be a follower combo, I assume, and there will be a lot of funny chat or dialogue between those two. So we do have something to look forward to. Also, as usual, there are some cool new weapons and armors around, starting with this one, Aragorns Dagger. Now, this is a weapon that probably needs no introduction. It's from Ring of the Lords, obviously, everybody knows that one, right? It's available in 2 different variations. The next one is Echelon, another weapon by Billy Rowe. It be pretty good looking, methinks. Available as a one-hander and greatsword. The armors are interesting this time, because they kinda make you think. Gwynevere's outfit, from Dark Souls obviously, this is not just an outfit, but also a follower mod as well. So we have her displaying the goods in person, although it looks like she went heavy on those donut souls. Yeah, you know, I remember her being big in a different way. She was big before it was cool. All those hardcore physics can be quite messy though. The next outfit is Hellraiser inspired. Yes, I have to say, it's a rather painful looking outfit. I mean, I heard walking on heels can be painful, but this here is overkill, don't you think? Next we have Coco Reicho. Well, by now we all know what Coco mods are for, right? But since Ella was quite an attention whore earlier and tried to photobomb all my shots, I guess it fits. Besides, the outfit is not very revealing if you equip all the parts. And as usual, there are lots of fun SMP physics to play around with. Next is Ryan Reos' High Priestess outfit. This one just screams Mamorpaga! This outfit also has some really well done physics, even on those floating wings. There are also a bunch of fitting staves that can be used as different weapons. And in the end we actually do get something lore friendly too, Daedric Light Armor by Mihail. It still looks kinda hard and heavy to me, but certainly a very badass outfit. This one actually could use some physics. And this is it for this episode. The links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the mods you like, and if you like, insert cool stuff here, hit the like button and subscribe for more best new Skyrim mods. I thank you all for watching and see you around.